Carter here with Atypical Vagabond. People always ask me, what's the hardest part about living abroad? Most of the time, the answers sound pretty surface level. Some expats will tell you it's bureaucracy, the endless paperwork that makes you wonder if you even exist in your new country. Others, they talk about missing familiar foods, your favorite comfort snacks that just don't taste the same abroad. Or it's the language barrier. You think you're ordering milk in the grocery store and suddenly you're home stuck with some strange yogurt drink instead. Those things, they are all real and they can be frustrating. But here's the truth. None of those are actually the hardest part. Hey adventurers, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, my name is Carter and I'm the traveler behind Atypical Vagabond. I explore Portugal, Europe, and beyond, sharing the ups and downs of life as a digital nomad and full-time travel vlogger. For me, the hardest part of living abroad has been grief. Now, let's take a step back and define it. Grief, it isn't just sadness. It's not just crying or missing someone. Grief is the total response to loss. It's the waves of emotion, the emptiness, the anger, the disbelief, and sometimes even the guilt. Grief is the love with nowhere to go. It's all the affection, memories, and connection you had with someone, and when they're gone, all that energy, it has nowhere to land. Living abroad makes grief even sharper because the people who knew your story, the ones who could just sit there beside you in silence, they're not nearby. You're far away from your roots, your safety net, and in those moments, a beach in Portugal or a cafe in Spain doesn't erase the loneliness you carry with you. Over the last 3.5 years living in Portugal, I've lost some incredible friends. If you followed me for a while, you remember when my friend Howard passed away. That loss took me on the Camino de Santiago, where I walked from Porto across Spain and found an unexpected healing in the friends I met along the way. But recently, the losses have been relentless. My closest friend, Raymond, died right before the end of the last year. Verona, a friend with a wicked sense of humor and a light that touched everyone around her, was brutally murdered in June. And just when I thought I could catch my breath, 2 more friends recently passed away. Some of these friendships, they stretched over 28 years. They're not just friends. Some of these people were family. We had Christmases together, Orphans Christmas, Orphans Thanksgiving. We had dinners, and there was always a chair for them to sit in. There were people who held chapters of my life that no one else will fully understand. So, what does it mean to walk through grief alone? It means waking up in the morning, carrying a heaviness no one around you knows is there. It means sitting at a table full of laughter, but feeling like you're on the outside because the people who normally sit across from you aren't there anymore. It's that silent moment that hits hardest. When you want to pick up the phone and call them or just send them a message, and then you remember you can't. And the thing about grief is it's not a straight line. It's not just stages you neatly check off, like denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance, blah, 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 blah. It's a storm. Some moments like it's easier, and then the next it's chaos. One day the seas are calm, the next The waves are crashing down out of nowhere. And when you live abroad, that storm, it can feel even darker because you're navigating it without your familiar support system. You don't have the comfort of someone showing up at your door with food or a friend who can hug you in silence. This is the part no one talks about when they picture the romantic idea of living abroad. Yes, there are sunsets, there's cobblestone streets and adventures, but there are also nights where you cry alone in a small apartment thousands of miles away from home. But here's the thing, walking through the darkness doesn't mean you're lost. It means you are human.
Those are the moments that no one warns you about. When you imagine living abroad, the paperwork, the food cravings, the language struggles. You expect those. But walking through grief, that's something entirely different. And honestly, this part can't really be scripted. So let me just take you with me and share a little more candidly. Out here, with the sea behind me, this is where I process grief. And the truth is, it's messy. Some days I'm laughing, some days I'm crying, and both are part of it. What I've learned is that grief, it doesn't go away. But new friendships, new places, and these quiet moments, they remind me I'm not walking alone.
I've learned a few things along this journey. First, grief is not something to get over. You carry it with you like a scar. Over time, it might fade, but it doesn't disappear. And that is okay, because it means the love that was felt, it was real. And second, it's okay to let grief coexist with joy. Some days I'm laughing on the beach in Figueira da Foz. Later that night, I'm crying in my room. Both are true in the moment. Both are real, and both belong. Third, grief needs expression. For me, that's travel, storytelling, and sharing my journey with you. For someone else, it might be art, writing, music, or simply sitting quietly with nature. What matters is giving grief a voice and not locking it away.
So, no matter how bad I feel, I always want to take a moment to express gratitude for the moments that I get. I might not have been expecting to come to this beach. Heck, I don't even know right now. I've just stopped here to admire the beautiful sunset. And that's the thing, is that no matter how you feel, it's important to take in a moment of gratitude for the things that you have in your life, or just the grateful for the things that you learn and the people that are in your life. So I really think it's important to express the gratitude for the people that I've met. It might be like a new friend, might be an old friend. I've lost a lot of old friends here along the way on my journey, and some of the best people that I know. And I'll talk about them a little bit more here in a little bit. But, the thing is, sometimes feeling love can be overwhelming just as much as sadness, depression, or whatever feeling that you have. For me, feelings are felt a little more intensely than others, because I don't drink, I don't use drugs, I don't have vices that numb these feelings. So that's why I'm able to express myself in a different manner than some of these other travel vloggers. Not saying that they have substance abuse problems or anything, but it's just a different skill set that I have that others don't have. So, if you're thinking that maybe you have some issues with substances, feel free to contact me. I'm willing to talk to anybody about this stuff.
So how do you keep moving forward when grief hits while you're living abroad? One, is build a social network where you are. Even if they don't know your past, new friends can help you carry the present. It won't replace the people you lost, but it'll remind you that you're not alone. 2, be open to unexpected friendships. Some of the most healing connections in my life have come from moments I didn't plan, like on the Camino. Remember, when one door closes, another one opens up, and these friends, they mean the most to me. 3, let travel itself be part of the healing. For me, movement has been medicine for me. Whether it's walking across Spain, watching waves crash in Portugal, or just exploring a new neighborhood. Travel reminds me that the world is bigger than my grief. That bigness, there's a place to heal. So yes, expat life, it has its quirks. The paperwork, the language mix-ups, the cravings for familiar food. But the hardest part for me has been grief. And yet, even in the darkness, there is light. Every journey I take now, every story I share here, is in honor of the friends I've loved and lost. If you're walking through grief too, I want you to know this. You don't have to walk alone. Stay open, reach out, let yourself live fully, not in spite of the people you've lost, but because of them.
If you enjoyed this video, hit the big thumbs up, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me in the algorithms. This has been a wonderful adventure, exactly what I needed, and I'm glad that I could share it with you. So if this is something that helped you along the way, leave it a comment on this below and let me know about how it is. It's been really exhausting. It's late now. Probably a little bit late to be out here in Figueira da Foz on the beach, but maybe I'll do a video over here about surfing. It's a nice little surf spot. But until then, ate minha.